Hey guys, so I'm officially done with my sabbatical. I took a month off. I couldn't look at football film anymore, so I took that month, relaxed. I think I did the one Aaron Donald video, but didn't really look at much else. I went and took vacation, relaxed. So now the college season's done. I don't have to worry about the NFL season. I can just concentrate looking at draft prospects and giving you guys the best look that I can offer. So just talking about. I know I haven't released much in the past month. I know some guys on 2+2 have been kind of badgering me to start getting on it, and so all right. And now that took the time off, ready to go. As far as when I'll be putting videos out, whew, you know, my schedule's still a little crazy, but we'll try and shoot for multiple videos each week. I can't say one each day. I would love to do that, but the amount of time it takes me to sit down, watch tape, put things together. I mean, I can maybe do one, just no pre-look, just into it, ready to go, look each day. Maybe that's something I can do a little bit later down the road. But as I'm in the process of moving and looking for our coaching position, things are a little crazy. So I will get them out. Just I don't have a set time on when I can do it. Um, with that said, always welcome requests. My Twitter's up there. Comment on the YouTubes. Send a carrier pigeon down to Orlando, Florida. Wherever you really feel the need to get in touch with me. I have no problem looking at players you have interest in. I personally don't have a whole lot of guys that I'm fully interested in, so having people that you have a strong interest in, you have a strong feeling about, I'll look at them, I'll give the opinion that I have. And remember, it's just my opinion. All criticism I take positively. So, if you see something different than I see it, that's great. Let me know how you see it. As a guy doing something, maybe I'm not catching the whole thing. I love to hear other people's opinions on things like that. That's the whole point of the draft process, especially, is to get all these different kind of evaluations from all these different people, all different angles. Maybe they see something on a certain play that I didn't see, and vice versa. And we try and put together something that, have a little fun with the process. So, obviously all criticism is welcome. And lastly, as always, thanks to Draft Breakdown for putting the videos up on to YouTube. Their website's great, draftbreakdown.com. They have so many guys. Almost every draft prospect I've looked, they have at least one video of. I was looking at a guy from Towson, and they have a video of him up on there. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. It's just a great website to go and check if you're interested in draft. So, and also check out Zone Reads. Nate does a great job putting stuff up there. Try and keep the content rolling. I'll be involved a little bit more now. Try and get some value boards up. I don't like mock drafting. I like value boards. So, okay. Those little announcements out of the way. I'm going to try and keep these videos, this one obviously a little longer with that little announcement part in the front. But I'm shooting for 12 minutes on these videos, so we'll see how well I can do with that. I'm too long-winded, I know. Okay. And we're looking at Anthony Barr. He's number 11 on UCLA. And this is an early season game, I believe, against Nebraska on the road. And I've listed about 15 plays here. We'll see which ones we get to. There's a lot to not like with Anthony, but there's a lot to like as well. And the first play we'll look at is one to like. So we get rid of the mouse. We see him at the top of the screen. We see him get involved in play. Now, oops. What what does he actually show here? We see him playing off the ball, or on the line of scrimmage, really not lined up on anyone. He's playing that wide 9 possession, and he's coming off the line of scrimmage, and low flat, which is okay. Let's say he has outside contain here, though. Kind of gave it up, right? Now he kind of cuts back. He's able to kind of work his way back towards quarterback. His athleticism, that's his major selling point. And he is able to get a hand in for the pitch and get off. And you get like about 10, 15 yard loss there. Technique-wise, there's a lot to be desired with Barr. But his athleticism, very few people are going to have that at any level, especially at the college. And, in the NFL, he's going to be a rarity up there, too. So this is a nice little play. Watch, get his hand in right here. Bats it back. He's able to, rally from where he was. He didn't take a great first step off the line of scrimmage. He's not in great position off the line of scrimmage, but his athleticism allows him to get to the outside. Kind of cut Taylor Martinez, quarterback for Nebraska, off. And, we get a positive play. Maybe the best play we'll see here. So, I have a note here that says that Barr's a little out of control here. We see him at the top of the screen kind of fighting with that offensive lineman. And he doesn't make the tackle there. And I think my concern was when I first watched this was, God, YouTube sucks, was, it kind of breaks down, I guess, but just another kind of poor angle there. And Martinez kind of a little shake and bake there, how he's going upfield and cuts back a little bit, but just a touch concerned with just his leverage and where he was. Now, he came from the other side of the field to try and get there, so from a motor standpoint, that's could be worse. So here on the next play, kind of see him. This is a big concern I have with Anthony Barr, is how raw he really is. And we see him engage here, and he gets engaged with 2 people. Okay, 2 guys on him, not gonna kill him, non-negative play, but there's really no shown, no technique shown. And he's right here, so watch play back, and again, kind of engages, and then really nothing out of it. What's he supposed to do there? 2 guys blocking, the ball is out, really, before he could have done anything. I got it. But we're not too concerned with the results of the play as we are of how we get to the result of the play. And say Anthony Barr plays that more correctly. Maybe he pushes that running back into the quarterback, so the quarterback can't step into the throw, and instead of just a wobbly completed pass, maybe it's a wobbly incomplete pass. I might be asking too much, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. And we kind of see that again a little bit later on. Next play here, we see Taylor's at the bottom of the line of scrimmage. There's no move. Now, I like how he's engaging the guard that's pulling. Inside shoulder, keeping his outside shoulder free, not turning his body. A lot of times you see a guy kind of turn his body, trying to take the blocker on. You don't do that. You use your elbow, cock up a little bit, and take the blow, or try and dish a little blow out. And he does that well. But my problem is there was nothing off of it. He doesn't try and engage and try and rip under him. Instead, he just kind of takes the blow and gets blown out of the play. So I want to see a little bit more out of Anthony, just one more time through. A little bit more of trying ripping under him, or through him rather, and get to the quarterback. Get that flat route to the quarterback. There's a good push. He's able to push the tackle back. Tackle's going to give up some ground there, though. He knows where his quarterback is. So, I again, no move. But least some physical nature. This is a tremendous play. He forces the fumble and he splits two offensive linemen, or at least one offensive lineman and a puller. So a wide receiver, so a pulling guard and a wide receiver. See him kind of split between them. So you get a good angle on the next view. See, he's kind of dips under him, kind of does it almost technique perfect. Let's see here. Kind of, he's willing to give some of contact back, and because he's willing to do it, he gets himself involved in a play. And it's that type of flash, splitting between two blockers, that really, can potentially make him special. So overall grade on Nebraska's game is probably average. Like I said, a lot not to like because of his lack of technique at times and kind of loses himself into play. But man, when he blows up the film, he blows up the film. And you see his athleticism, stuff like that, be able to get in the backfield quickly. That's beautiful stuff. Okay. Now, first play we're looking at is he loses contain. Was that play? I think we need to go back one play. Okay. We actually see this in the Nebraska game a number of times. Nebraska takes advantage of Anthony in this situation, understanding that he crashes down hard and the quarterback gets outside. He has quarterback the whole way. All the people inside, these four people, all have running back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All these guys will have running back. He is the only person on the field with quarterback responsibility on the zone read. And, well, he doesn't get it. And that happens a number of times. My concern with trying to evaluate this is I don't know if the UCLA defense really cared about his assignments. I sometimes watch him and I think it's just like, Anthony, go out there and play football. We know you can play football, we know you're athletic and you make plays. So go out there and do it. I get that feeling when watching him sometimes, and I guess I'm concerned with, evaluating that way, because at the NFL level they'll have to correct that. But that would be something they have to correct no matter what, because he just wasn't coached at the college level. My concern here, he's in coverage, just the same right here, and really flat, no movement there, kind of just sitting in his zone. He's kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, and quarterback does a good job of looking him off. But just no feel where the wide receiver might stop, not understanding where the route could be, stuff like that. And that's a little concerning. But again, he's not. I don't know how well he was coached, because at times it looks like he wasn't coached at all. That's pretty incredible, almost interception. Anthony's at the bottom of his screen almost, and again, he keeps his contain, but just kind of engages, and that's that. So he does a good job up to engagement, and then nothing off of it. I know this kind of sounds like the Aaron Donald thing. We will look at Aaron Donald's later games. I got a little criticism for Aaron Donald because, well, they said his early games weren't very good. I looked at a Florida State game against the best team in the country in his first game of the season. So we'll look at Aaron Donald. Here, this is kind of middle of the season, maybe even a little bit later. So I don't think that's a St. criticism. I just don't think that Anthony Barr has been coached to the point of technique football. Instead, it's more like you go out there and you make plays for us. It's kind of the feeling I get. Kind of a lot like Mingo last year. Now getting on a little bit about containment, this is actually a really good job, and it's a little nothing play. He's not involved in the play really at all. He's the kick out block. But look where he forces kind of the ball to go. If you see where the hole wants to be, the hole wants to be right here. They want to hand the ball off and him bounce kind of to the outside. See how these two are blocking? They want to fill here. And Barr doesn't allow the outside run. So it kind of allows this guy to fill the gap. The inside linebacker doesn't win his one-on-one. So Anthony Barr does a good job of engaging, but yet again, nothing off of it. Kind of spins out, you know, but there really wasn't a whole lot from that spot. Okay, we have two more plays to look at. Is this it? This is it. Okay. See where Anthony is, line up over a tight end. We see a little cross action, little loop, comes inside, and this is terrific. This is a great play for him off the engagement standpoint. Engages the guard and throws him into the quarterback. Maybe an extra step there in a quarterback. He's not going to be able to throw the ball. He can't step into a throw right now, that's for sure. With that said, what's that at the end? What's going on? What's with this spin move? There's no rip, no swim. You know, this is the perfect time to rip or snatch the guy, and there's nothing there. I get that there's another guy hitting him. You know, a little running back. But there's nothing. It's just kind of push the guy and then a half-hearted swim, or excuse me, half-hearted spin move. I just really wish he'd get into this and see him either commit to the bull rush to the point where he's going to knock the guard into the quarterback or center into the quarterback, or he engages then rips under him and gets in between that running back and the center and gets a sack. You know, he went halfway and then he did this half-hearted spin, and it kind of like, oh, because you watch the first part of play, you're going, oh boy, he comes across and oh, you just you get all that build up and you just want him to make that play. And one more play. I want to finish on a good one. We'll always finish on a good one for the players. And I really like this one from Anthony. Let's make sure this is it. Yes. Okay. Again, kind of ripped him a little bit earlier for his lack of contain, especially in the Nebraska game. If you guys go and watch the Nebraska game yourself, you go check it out, you'll see he misses contain a good bit. Seems to correct it a little bit in this game. You know, he missed it in that early play, but how about this one right here? Kind of, its angle's a little rough, you know, for a contained player. It's a little too flat to the line of scrimmage. Probably needs to widen out just a little bit. Kind of probably standing here. It's probably about one step or two steps too far inside. But when you have the athleticism he has, you know, he can make this play. So he does learn. You know, he did learn from his mistakes a little bit. But as I said, I don't really know if Jim Mora was going, listen, man, you know, you have to have contain. That's your job. Or if he was, hey, Anthony, I know you're an athlete. Go out there. If you get PT outside, fine. But you have a chance of making a big play inside, go for it. They know he can get there. So, you know, his ability to rally after taking kind of a poor angle is one thing, but he reads it well. He recognizes the play well, and his hips, look at this, just turns, gets his legs under him. Nice form tackle. Not form so much, but it's a good tackle. You know, so one last look through for it. I mean, it really is. It's a really nice play for him. So that's Anthony Barr. We have just hit 20 minutes. See if I can cut this down a little bit. But thanks for tuning in. And like I said, send me ways. You know, there's ways to get in touch with me: tweeting, commenting. And if you have requests, I'll definitely jump into that player first before I look at someone else. As of right now, I think the list is Sammy Watkins and Johnny Manziel are the two players that was asked. There might be not Khalil Mack might be in there too. Obviously, gonna get to those guys, but like I said, there's a second or third rounder. Go draft breakdown, see if they got a video of them. I'll be more than happy to sit down and look at them. Thanks for tuning in. Check me out where there is to check me out, and see you guys next time.